Welcome back to another episode of All Things Everything presented by Gulf Coast Smoke. My name is Alonzo.
And I'm Sabrina.
And how the heck are you doing this week?
Staying busy.
It's been busy. Last night I woke up at like 3 a.m. I have no idea why, and I could not go back to sleep.
Dang.
I did not go back to sleep until I had to go to work. So my alarm is set for 5:25. I have like 4 alarms set. But,
yeah.
But yeah, I just could not sleep. I don't know what it was. I woke up for no specific reason, didn't have to use the restroom, didn't have to do anything. I laid there for a minute, tried to go back to sleep. And then you know how you kind of figure like, it's probably close to time for me to get ready for work anyway, so I might as well just stay up.
Yeah, it's easier to stay up like while you're tired than it is to try and go back to sleep and wake up when you're already tired.
Yeah, but then I looked at my clock and I was like, oh, snap, I got a long time I got a couple hours before I got to wake up for work. So I was able to get through the day pretty easily because we were pretty busy today. But, man, after work, I started feeling like, oh, snap, I'm real tired. So I was actually waiting for you to get ready for the podcast and crashed out on the couch. Like, didn't even, it's one of those things like you're so tired you don't even realize, like, when did I go to sleep?
Right.
And, I don't even know what I sleep for, like, 15, 20 minutes, like, not even that long.
I don't even think it was that long.
Yeah, I don't even know.
It was definitely short enough to where I'm like, dang, I'm about to have to wake this guy up, and I feel bad.
Yeah, no, all I know is you were just like, babe, and I was like, I woke up, and I was like, oh, snap, like, what time is it? And you were like, I'm ready to go. I was like, okay. Then I realized, okay, it wasn't that long, but just a really long day today. We've got a lot going on, and we were talking about this yesterday. We sat down on the couch for, a good 30 minutes, and we were just trying to plan out our December. We had made that decision last month to cancel our competition class because we were like, dude, there's just no way. And I fully 100% agree, and I am glad we made that decision because there's just no way.
Yeah, putting it, we sat there and we were looking at the calendar and looking at dates and how many weeks there are in a month, like, it really puts it into perspective because it's like, okay, today is the 10th for us. We're filming this on a Wednesday, the 10th.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, well, we still have this many days left in the month. Still a lot of days, but the reality is it's not a lot of time to get done everything we want to get done because we're having to utilize weekends as our days to do big things.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a lot of big things to do and not enough weekends to do it.
And, that's one of the things that we were talking about last night. It's like, dude, how are we going to get all this stuff done that we have to get done? We have to get it done. For example, this weekend we got our daughter's birthday party. It's not her birthday, but it is her birthday party. So we have that on Saturday. Tomorrow, Thursday, we're going to go film some stuff that we have to film, and it's out of town. So we're going to be traveling in the morning to go film some stuff, and then we got to come straight home. Got to package orders. We got to send stuff out to, a few new stores, stuff like that. And then, we're getting our boxes back in stock, which hopefully by today, Friday, they're back in stock on the website. So we ordered. So after day one of dropping the holiday box, we very quickly realized we need more boxes.
Yeah.
And we were prepared, but I guess we weren't prepared enough. And next year we'll hopefully be more prepared. I don't really know what to say about it. But really quickly we realized that we needed more boxes, so we're going to have those up on the site Friday, right? We'll put them back up on Friday because we should have everything. Should have everything in stock on Friday. The boxes, we thought they were actually going to get delivered today, which is Wednesday, and we would have put them back up, but it's just it's just not possible yet. So we got that this weekend, and then so Thursday we're going to go do some filming. Friday I have to go with my dad out of town, so that's Thursday we're out of town, Friday we're out of town. Saturday we have to go do Penelope's party. Saturday after that party we're going out of town. Sunday we have to film something else out of town, and then we're coming back home, and I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, which is crazy to even think about because it's like, oh my gosh, but it's exactly what we want to do. This is what we want to be doing. We really feel like we have a cool idea for a video coming up, and so we needed to make this happen. And we know that in order to make things happen, we got to make some sacrifices. We got to do things even if they're a little bit hard. So we're hoping that the last video that we'll put out this year, will it be the last one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the last video that we put out this year, we really hope that you guys enjoy it. And we are going to be putting a lot of effort into it. So literally Thursday and Sunday this week we'll be filming for that video, and then we have another day on the 29th or the 28th that we also...
It might be the 29th or 30th.
Yeah, one of those days we're also going to film the final part of that video. So we do have to go to different locations in order to get this video done. But it's just something that we feel is going to be really cool, and we just are really excited about it. So that being said, though, you know, a lot of the times it's just, we just got a lot going on, and that's completely fine. We're trying to figure out if we should go to Beeville on the weekend of the 20th and actually compete or not. I signed up for the contest. If we end up not going, I will reach out to the promoter and say, hey, we're not going to be able to make it. I apologize about that. I don't like being that person, but I just, with everything we got going on, I feel like it's possible that we won't be able to go, because we do have something else that we'll be filming for, and it's going to take a lot of time for us to film and do things the right way for this upcoming little project that we have going on. Some of you guys might know what I'm talking about. You might not, but that's all I'm going to say. We are going to be working on it for the rest of the month in order to have a successful January 1st. And that's like our goal right now. So we got a few things going on, but that being said, even though it's busy, the world keeps spinning. We have to keep doing what we do, and it just is what it is. We have still been doing some recipes, and this Wednesday, you guys are listening on Friday, this Wednesday, we dropped a full-length video of a beef tenderloin, which, I mean, I don't even know what else to say about it besides it was so incredibly tender and delicious. And it was really, really easy to cook. Super duper easy to cook. The biggest thing with that is they're expensive, right? They're expensive. We bought a beef tenderloin trimmed from Tuttle's Meat Market. I believe it cost us $202, right? But that being said, it fed me, you, our 3 kids, and also my mom, my dad, and nephews at my parents' house as well. So there was a lot of meat left over after we ate, and everybody was really able to enjoy. Overall, what did you think about that recipe, and what would you recommend, if anything, that we do different the next time we do that?
Yeah, so I actually thought that was way easier of a cook than I imagined it would be, because so that beef tenderloin, like you said, it's a pretty expensive cut of meat.
Mm-hmm.
So you really don't want to mess it up.
For sure.
I mean, the alternative is like, yeah, you could just cut it into like filet mignon and make it like that.
Which we did. Well, what did we get, like 5
extras.
pieces out of it?
So what we did was, when we got this beef tenderloin, it was already wrapped in the twine.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of took the twine as sections of servings, but the reality was, I mean, those are probably 2-inch thick slices, which is way more than enough for like one person. Like that, 2 or 3 people can eat from that for sure, which is what happened. So we got way more servings out of it than we imagined. We were talking to Chance and Danielle about this as well. When you actually look at that thing, yes, it's $200, but if you think about how many servings that actually equates to, like per serving, probably anywhere from like 10 to 15 dollars per serving, which isn't bad for that cut of meat.
For a filet mignon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely correct. And that's the thing that, you know, like you said, we talked to Chance and Danielle about, because they came over on Sunday for a few minutes, and it's like, okay, it for example, also when you go to Sam's Club or Costco, if you guys have a Costco, and you buy like the roll of ribeye,
right?
You know, the ribeye roast, it's like, oh gosh, this is really expensive up front. Right. But if you get 10, 15 steaks out of it and divide, it really truly is a lot more inexpensive. It's just the upfront cost is what gets you, right? So if you're not able to buy in bulk like that, yeah, it's going to be a little bit harder to stomach that. But if you know, for example, hey, my family really loves steaks, and I know that I'm going to be cooking these for a long, long time, man, get that ribeye roast, cut it into your own 1-inch steaks. I think that one year that we did that for Penelope, how many steaks did we get out of that?
I mean, we had to have had at least like 15 to 16 for
sure
to feed everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, and we got them all out of that one ribeye roast. So, I mean, whatever we spent, let's just say it was $250 or whatever, we got 15, 16 steaks out of it, makes a ribeye really inexpensive. Yeah. I mean, at least for, you know, if you go to a local grocery store right now, we were talking about it the other day. I mean, a ribeye is $25, $27, $28. It's like,
it's insane.
And then you're trying to buy 5 of them because we got 5 in our family. And even the way I look at it is, even if they don't eat it, I have leftovers for lunch and all that stuff. So try and get ahead of it. But, you know, it's pretty crazy how expensive beef is. I mean, but that's also just what's going to happen when you're buying a beef tenderloin or if you're trying to do prime rib. Yeah, it's going to cost a lot of money, but it's also going to feed a lot of people. So if you think about it in, okay, how many servings am I getting? It really is a pretty affordable option.
For sure.
Overall.
Yeah, I mean, if you're feeding a large family for the holidays, if you're making this for the holidays, it really is going to be the cheaper route, like you said. And I think this is easier. For example, how Penny's birthday, like you said, we made steaks for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot of work. Whereas making this beef tenderloin was super, super simple because all it took was smoking it until it reached a certain internal temperature, 115.
Yep.
And then searing it off, which took seconds just to reach that final 125.
Yeah, and we were really just trying to get a little crust on it. If it was under 125, we were cool with that. If it went up to 130, we're cool with that too. And that's one of the things that we talked about pretty heavily in this video and what we want to talk about moving forward a lot of the times. Because I had a comment the other day. There was a guy that was in our group. I don't remember his name. I'm really sorry, but I remember he was in our group and he shared his top 10 or top 20 most watched channels, and he mentioned us. Like, I've watched Gulf Coast Smoke a lot this year, and I straight up liked the comment, and I responded, hey, what do you like about our channel? What do you want to see more of? What do you think we can do better? I always try and do that with people because I really do want to get better, and I want to be a channel that people really, truly enjoy watching. And, he had his response, and I think one of the things that I kind of take from having a channel like this and talking to people and learning what people want to see is that, it's funny. I was talking to Bill Purvis, Chicken Fried Barbecue, on the phone the other day for a while, and he told me, he's like, man, the one thing I would like to see with your channel, and he's talking to me, is I want to see more of that Alonzo swagger. I want to see more of Alonzo, like who he really is. When I'm talking to Alonzo at a competition, when I'm talking to Alonzo on the phone, like, you have so much confidence in everything that you're doing. And I love that about you. I really do. And he's like, put that into your videos. Find a way to put that into your videos, because we were talking about, there was a guy that mentioned, man, I brined my turkey breast for 24 hours just like you, and it turned out way too salty. So then I asked him, I said, well, how big was the turkey breast? He's like, oh, it was a pound and a half, 2 pounds. I'm like, well, dude, we're cooking 5.5 pound turkey breasts. It's not going to be the same. But at the same time, especially when you're doing like a short form video, it's so hard to explain all of that in the video because you're trying to be quick. You're trying to get to the next thing. You're trying to keep audience engaged the whole time. So I'm not saying it would or wouldn't. We would have to test it. But I mean, if I say, for example, like, put your turkey breast into the brine for 2 hours and then it could cut to me and I'll be like, only if you have a 5 pound turkey breast. If you have a 2 pound turkey breast, don't do it for 24 hours. But I don't know if that's something that would be beneficial to us or if it would drop, audience retention or what it would do. I don't know. So, sometimes in stuff like this, and we've done it before, you just got to test it out. You got to see what happens. But it's just one of those things like you were talking about, taking it to that 115, ending at that 125, and you guys have to do it the way you want. I really don't care if you want it well done. That's fine. It's your food. If you want to do it well done, you are going to have to adjust though, right? Our timeline is not going to match with your timeline.
Right.
Right. Also, if you're not using an Outlaw stick burner in South Texas with Royal Oak charcoal and getting it to 275 to 300 degrees, and you're somewhere where it's really cold outside and you're cooking at 225 degrees, timing is going to be different. You're probably going to get a little bit different of a texture. Everything is just going to be different. So as hard as it is to explain to people, it's just the truth. As much as I want you to follow our recipe, follow our guideline, you have to understand that there's going to be differences. There has to be, because we're not in the same spot. We're not using the same smoker. Now, there are times when, there's a lot of people that have the same smoker. If we both have, Weber Searwood XL, and we're running them at 300 degrees, it's a pellet grill. It's pretty simple, right? It's convection. So you're likely going to get a very, very, very similar result. Also, everyone has different taste buds. I might like something really salty. You might not. So there's so many variables that go into smoking and cooking that I think it's worth sometimes bringing up that, man, you can follow the guideline. You really can. But at some point, you also need to somewhat understand what you're doing or take control a little bit. And, it's one of those things where I've always had this kind of mindset. It's like meeting somebody that wants to be told all the time rather than learning it themselves, right? Like we've dealt with them at work back in the day when we worked together. You meet people all the time. It's like, well, they're not going to learn to do it because they know Sabrina's going to do it, right? Like they don't need to learn how to do that design on a cake because next time somebody comes in and they need that design, oh, Sabrina can do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you can show them how to do it, but they're not really listening because they know like, Sabrina's just going to do it next time anyway. Yeah. That happens a lot of times in life, and sometimes it happens with this barbecue thing too. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I know that might not make too much sense in your brain right now, but just think about it for a second, right? Like what I'm doing is telling you what to do, right? I'm telling you like, hey, 300 degrees, this and that, this and that. I don't always have all the time in the world to explain, but if you're on a kettle, if you're on this, if you're on that, you got to adjust. And so I think that's where people just really need to understand that it's just not going to be the same.
Our videos serve as a guideline, right? So with this video, for example, the whole point to remember is we're just reverse searing this.
Mm-hmm.
So you really want to first figure out what doneness do I want for this, right? We were going for a medium rare, anywhere from a medium to a medium rare, because that's usually what we all eat.
Sure.
So you really want to make sure, do I want more of a sear or do I want that edge-to-edge, wall-to-wall red?
Mm-hmm.
So since we're going for that wall-to-wall red, especially for a video, right, we want it to look nice.
Sure.
So that's why we take it to the 115 and then sear it off for a couple seconds. But if you want more of a char, pull it off at 100 instead of 115 and then sear it off to your like 120 something. But you got to remember it's going to carry over faster if you've been searing it a little bit more.
Yeah.
But these are just things you got to, like you said, you kind of have to take some initiative to think about it and learn about it and practice with it, which with a big beef tenderloin, it's going to be hard to practice. But
yeah, you don't really get to practice that.
Right. The whole principle, though, is like reverse searing a steak. It's not the same thing, but it's the same method. So, yeah, I essentially I thought this was very easy. If you watch the video, we literally put it on the smoker, and the next scene is when it reaches 115 because there's literally nothing to do in between. It's just you put it on, wait for it to get to that temperature, take it off and sear it. Like, that's it. It's more of just a waiting game, if anything, but it was a very simple method. Now, when it came to tasting this, we made the cowboy butter.
Yes.
Which we didn't put it on there.
Yeah, the cowboy butter was made to be in the video.
Right.
It was 100% made to be in the video and like show it and everything. But once I bit it, and I think if you look at the bite, like if you watch me bite it in the video, you could see how tender it was and the outside crust was so flavorful and good. I was like, you know what? Even in the video, I think I was like, yeah, we ain't getting that butter. Like, screw that. This is perfect. Now, that being said, reality is, this is just me being 100% truthful with everybody. It did need the cowboy butter. So it's kind of like I talk about with turkey breast, right? A lot of people, sometimes they don't like that extravagant flavor that we go for, whether it be lemon pepper, buffalo, or something sweet, or just whatever.
Right.
But the surface area of that turkey breast, we've said it before, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but the surface area of the turkey breast is still going to taste just like turkey breast. That's it. The same exact thing with this beef tenderloin. The surface area of that beef tenderloin just tastes like good beef.
Right.
Right? But it does need salt. Right? There's salt on the crust, but once you bite that crust away, your next bite might be just straight beef. A good salt will do wonders for it. A good cowboy butter. That's why people use that creamy horseradish sauce. And it just because it does need something. Now, again, when I bit it in the tenderness and the flavor, and I was just so like, oh my gosh, this doesn't need anything. Yes, it does. I mean, at least I think so. I think a good salt at least will go a long way. Make a cowboy butter. And the cowboy butter that we made, we will be putting it out in short form version. So incredibly good. Alfregoni makes such a great product. And it's that chimichurri that he's got. And you and I like the spicy. I mean, we'll eat whichever one, but we like the spicy one. And we just rehydrated it with some red wine vinegar. And then we kind of drained the excess red wine vinegar because we were going to be mixing it with butter. And then we just mixed 2 sticks of butter with a fourth a cup of the chimichurri and a fourth a cup of the red wine vinegar. Rehydrated it really well, mixed it together into the butter, and man, it was so good.
Yeah,
So incredibly good.
I think that chimichurri mix is actually genius for a cowboy butter.
Yeah.
Because normally we're having to chop all of our own herbs and everything and put it in there. Now the bottle comes dry. So yeah, you do need to rehydrate it with those liquids, but I thought it mixed perfectly in the butter. And we ended up bringing this over to your parents to eat later on after we had finished. And so then we were kind of using the cowboy butter then because we wanted to try it, right? Because we did it on the video. And when you put it on that piece of beef tenderloin, it really tasted as if we had chopped up our own fresh herbs and stuff.
Yeah.
So I thought it was really good in general for not just that specific cut of meat, but for any steak in general. I thought that was really good. Something we'll be doing again for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we still have some at the house right now. Like if we make a steak or if we make fajitas or whatever, I think it's perfect for that.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably throw it on chicken. You can probably throw it on so much stuff. The Alfregoni chimichurri is truly just a
turkey breast. Rest of turkey breast.
Yeah, rest of turkey breast and Alfred. It's just such a great product. It really, truly is. I mean, hats off to him for making that product and coming up with that idea because it seems to be very successful and it truly is that good. So that was the beef tenderloin. The beef tenderloin was incredible. Go watch that video on YouTube right now. It's on our channel. And we also at the same exact time on the opposite side of the smoker, we made some hot lemon pepper leg quarters. Now, this idea came from Dalton Curran, which is actually funny, right? I grew up with this guy. We played baseball together. We went to the same school, everything. He was a couple years younger, maybe 1 or 2, I don't know, but he's a little bit younger than me. But I've known Dalton for a super long time. Always been a really, really nice guy, has a great family. They actually lived around the corner from us whenever I was younger. And he put in the group one day that he likes to mix Southern hospitality with lemon pepper, HEB lemon pepper. And he said he does a 50-50 blend and he loves the flavor and it comes out so, so good. So I said, hey, let's try that out and let's put that on a short form version. So I said, hey, let's try that out and let's put it on a short form video. Just see what it does. So he did it on chicken wings. We decided to do it on leg quarters and smoke them. And I'll tell you what, that chicken was so flavorful. Now, I will say this. We took it a little bit further. We did brine it. We brined it in trifecta, which if you guys did not know, trifecta is literally called trifecta because you can brine, season, and inject. You can do all three with them. That's why it's called trifecta. So we used it as a brine that day. And you want to do about a 4 to 6 hour brine and you just want to get those leg quarters out. Pat them dry. And I seasoned these leg quarters. Like I don't usually season that heavily, but I was like, screw it. And I'm telling you, I seasoned them so much, it was wild.
Well, the thing I liked about it is that it almost made like a crust from all the seasoning. And then, of course, since hospitality has a little bit less sugar, and then you have the lemon pepper, which is just salt pepper based, you really didn't have to worry about anything burning. So, yeah, I thought it turned out really, really good as far as the amount of seasoning that was on there.
I'll openly admit, it was spicy.
Yeah, well, it was pretty spicy.
It was straight spicy. Like, hospitality is manageable, but the hospitality plus, you know, the black pepper from the lemon pepper seasoning and everything, it was pretty spicy. So if you guys don't like spice, maybe go 2 to 1, lemon pepper being 2, a little more dominant, and hopefully it won't be as spicy. But we like spicy, and we just loved the chicken. It was incredible, and I would 100% do it again. So shout out again to Dalton on that recipe. If you guys have any recipes like that you do, by all means, drop them in the group. We'll put a link to our Facebook group here. It's been growing. A lot of people have been going in there and posting their pictures and videos and everything, and we encourage it all. We just love to see people cooking and trying new things. And kind of like we talked about just a little bit ago, I had asked that gentleman what they like and don't like about our channel, and I always say this, man, I'm not saying that I'm going to change anything if you guys don't like it, but I am open to the feedback. So if you guys think, man, I really like watching these types of videos on this channel, or I really feel like I don't like this type of video too much on this channel, the one thing that I will say, and I believe we've talked about it a little bit here, is that with this channel, we kind of want to do lots of short form recipes, and we want to be able to do a little more, I don't even want to say lifestyle, but we want to do different style of videos for long form. So, like, for example, we just did a recipe video, and that's still going to happen, but You know, we're going to do a restaurant review. That's what we're going to film tomorrow, Thursday. You guys are going to, so that was yesterday for you guys that are listening on Friday. We're going to film a restaurant review. From that restaurant review, we're going to do another style of video on top of that as well. So we plan on doing those. I think you guys liked those pretty well based off of, you know, the views and based off of comments and stuff like that. I know a lot of people are so, that's not the best. That's not good. That's not, and I get it. I promise I get it. One of the videos that we're going to be shooting towards the end of the year, I'm going to make it a point to say like, hey, these are my thoughts and my thoughts only. And even like in this situation, I'll tell you guys this much, right? Like, these are my thoughts. Like, they're not even Sabrina's thoughts, right? Like, there's a lot of times that we'll not necessarily disagree, but like you think a little bit differently than me. But sometimes you'll go in the comments and be like, oh, I really liked this, but I liked this better or whatever, right? So because we feel like when we have too many people jumping in with opinions and stuff, then it makes it hard to make a video because you are trying to please way too many people. That's why, you know, sometimes when we look at analytics and we see what type of videos are doing well out there, it's like, well, we can start doing videos like that, but is everyone else going to like it? It's a really, really hard thing to do when you're trying to create videos and you're trying to get people to enjoy watching your content. It's a really, really hard thing to do. So just bear with us. But if you guys ever have any ideas or if you ever have any feedback, hey, we like this, we don't like this, man, I promise you I'll read it. And I promise you I'll see if there's any way we can implement these things or take into consideration. I'm not promising you we're going to make changes, but I will read it and I will always take things into consideration for sure.
We're realistically never going to please everybody. So it's just a matter of finding that balance between the things that we want to put out, the things that we like, the things that you guys like, and the things that do well. It's a mixture of a lot of sort of things.
Yeah.
So I think kind of to go off of that, one of the things that we really wanted to put out again, the last time we did this video was probably about 3 years ago, something like that. It's been a while, but we noticed views were going up on it. So we really wanted to update this because you kind of mentioned this earlier, like how Bill was talking about, you know, we want to see a little bit more of this from you. But I think over time, naturally that happens. And so we went back on this video and looked at it because we're like, okay, what was the recipe? We're going to remake it. And just the difference in that YouTube version of you to now is just way different. And I think that just evolves over time with getting more comfortable and gaining experience in this craft that is, you know, making videos, right? So the video we're talking about is Christmas trash. Now, the last time we made this, we did it with regular peanut M&Ms, you know, the rice and the corn checks, Honey Nut Cheerios, pretzels, peanuts, white chocolate. We saw at the store the other day that they have like a toasty holiday version of the peanut M&M, which me and Penelope really like. We enjoy that one. So we figured, okay, well, let's kind of update it.
It's weird. I think they taste so fake and I can't stop eating them. Like I genuinely, I don't know how to explain it. I hate them and love them at the same time.
Right.
Like they taste fake to me.
It's supposed to be like, it's got caramel flavor, cinnamon flavor. Yeah. Just like those holiday flavors, I guess.
It doesn't make sense because I'll tell you that I hate them and then you'll catch me like eating the trash. Like the other day I was eating the trash right after we made it. And I'm like, oh, this is good. And even in the video, I was like, the holiday version takes this to another level. And it really does. Yeah. But I don't even know how to explain it. I'm dogging on it, but I like it. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like McDonald's. I talk about McDonald's all the time. Well, our family does not like McDonald's. Well,
half of the family does not like McDonald's.
Piper and Alonzo like it, but we really like everything in us, and I'm being super genuine, especially recently, like past, I don't know, 6 months or so, like we've been trying to do a lot better eating-wise. I like almost refuse to take my kids to McDonald's. I think it is the worst. Like, dude, there's got to be cardboard in it, bro.
Well, the irony is, like, when I was pregnant with all three of them, like, shoot, there was a McDonald's right across the street from the doctor. Like, that's what I wanted all the dang time. Yeah. Like, that, it wasn't a craving or anything, but, like, I was always eating McDonald's. I'm like, ooh, this is good. Yeah. But and then now you eat it and you're like, ugh.
Dude, you feel ugly. Yeah. And that's the thing, you know. I had some, it's crazy. So I won't go into too much detail because it's a little bit gross. But the guys at work today, they were like, oh, dude, let's go get churches. Let's go get churches. I'm like, dude, I don't want to. Like, I'm not trying to eat like that, bro. Like, I've been trying to really change my life, lose some weight, look good, feel good. Eating good food makes me feel better. Eating crap food makes me feel like trash. so recently, like I don't know if I've said this on the podcast, dude, if you're trying to lose weight and eat better, I promise you the best, quickest go-to meal, Chick-fil-A grilled nuggets and a side salad. Bro, add boiled egg and bacon.
Yeah.
Bro, so good. And you and I eat that all the time now. It's that's like our go-to good protein. Obviously you're going to get your salad and all that stuff in there. And then like I'll drink a protein shake or whatever with it. But like if you guys are trying to lose weight, do not sleep on it. I throw like one of those cups of buffalo sauce. Sometimes I'll throw a cup of the ranch in there and like mix it up. And then you got like a buffalo ranch chicken.
Yeah.
Or the Polynesian sauce, like one Polynesian, one buffalo. And then you got like a little sweet, spicy, sticky Asian style.
Yeah.
Really, really like, dude, you can do so much with it, and it's just so good. Or you can just throw it in your salad and eat it like that.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
That's just kind of the way you and I have been eating. So anyway, back to my story, right? The guys are like, let's go eat churches, bro. Let's go eat churches. I'm like, dude, I don't want to eat like that, please. Like,
that's because literally the other day you're like, man, churches sounds good, but I'm not gonna eat it.
Literally,
I won't eat it.
So the other day, me and Sabrina are like, oh, dude, churches sounds fire. Like, we want to eat churches. And I'm like, nope, I'm not going to do it. I've been doing good. I'm not going to cheat. Like, not doing it. So we ended up not doing it. And the guys wanted it. And I'm like, man, like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to eat this. I was like, you know what? Maybe let's go to Butter Churn because you could get a salad. You can get, like, baked chicken. You can get that steak. You can get the baked pork chops.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we ended up still going to, churches. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So order me a 3-piece wing, leg, and a thigh, right? And I think my side was, my side was macaroni, and then I had jalapeno with it, right? So I eat the wing, I eat it. It was really like super tiny, dude. Tiny. I was like, what the heck is this even? And then I ate the leg, and I'm like, dude, this was tiny too. And then I took a bite of my thigh. I took one bite. As soon as I bit it, I was like, oh, dude, this isn't cooked.
Oh.
But like I had already swallowed it in there. I don't know how to explain it. And I like peeled it back and I looked at Mondo because Mondo and Izzy were there. And I was like, this isn't cooked, right? And everyone's like, oh, dude, that don't look good, bro. I'm like, oh, I already ingested that. I literally instantly put all my stuff down, pushed my food away. I was like, I'm done. And on the way back from work, I was like, dude, I'm about to puke, bro. Like, I can't do this. I feel disgusting. And they're like, relax. It's all in your head. Like, you're freaking yourself out. I was like, no, bro. That chicken was pink, bro. And they're like, yeah, it was. And I was like, oh, I'm about to puke. I was like, dude. So I felt like crap the rest of the day. I have been doing pretty good all week long. Not pretty good. I've done well all week long. And that's what happens when you try and go get a cheat meal. You get raw chicken from churches. And
you get a reminder of why you should eat it,
yeah, you get a reminder of why you should not. So I felt horrible rest of the day. Like horrible. Like I wanted to puke 50 different times. I felt gross. So moral of the story is if you're trying to diet and you have well, I didn't even have the craving to do it. But if you end up going to go eat somewhere, maybe just, I don't know. Don't do it. I don't even know what the story is. I don't know why I really told that story. But I ate raw chicken today. I'm pretty positive. And it was not good. And I did not feel good for quite some time. But that didn't, not to be gross, right? That chicken didn't stay in me for long. I was like over there at work, like dry heaving and stuff. Everyone was like, bro, relax, bro. Get out of here. I was like, I can't help it. I was like, you ever seen those memes where it's like the woman that has a cold and the woman's still like, doing the dishes, cleaning the house, making dinner, taking care of the kids. And it's like the man has the cold and he's like in the hospital bed. Like it looks like he's on his deathbed. That was definitely me today towards the later part of work. And then I ended up having to leave the office for a little bit to go do some stuff in the field. And I was just like, dude, I'm not feeling it right now, man. I'm not feeling good, but it kind of is what it is. Anyway, I don't know why I told that story, but
I will say that they got some pretty dang good apple pies.
I'm done with them. I'm never going again. I'm boycotting Church's Chicken and Buffalo Wild Wings. I ain't doing it.
Why Buffalo Wild Wings?
I don't know. The last time we had it, which was months ago, it was just disgusting, and I ain't doing it. You know how I am, though.
Oh, yeah.
If I get sick like one time from eating something, I'm done with it forever.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest. Like I don't know what it is. I just can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah.
It's like it's in my brain. I'm like, nope. Every time I go over there, I'm gonna get sick. I can't.
Yeah.
Like when I was a little kid, I ate chicken and broccoli. One night, I ate chicken and broccoli, and I got really, really, really sick. And I'll never eat chicken and broccoli again. Like a chicken and broccoli from like a Asian
type thing.
Yeah, like from an Asian restaurant. I won't get the chicken and broccoli there.
Right, right.
And one of the other things that I did was one time I had Smart Water with cheddar cheese at the same time. And that night I thought I was going to die. I was like eating.
I think I remember you telling me that. Yeah.
I was like, and I remember my dad coming home from work, 4:35 in the morning. He was an operator and he came home from work and he like heard me upstairs like, and he comes up there. He's like, "You all right, man?" I was like, "I think I'm going to die, Dad. Like I'm done. It's it, bro. I'm done." He's like, "Be quiet, dude. You're fine. You're just something hurt your stomach." But the other thing that everyone's always told me, they're like, "Bro, I'm pretty sure that food poisoning does not happen like that fast. Like you're getting sick way fast. So it was probably something before what you ate that made you sick."
Yeah. See,
because it takes some time, I think, right?
When I was in like a culinary program, that's one of the things that we talked about is it usually takes like at least 12 to however many hours for whatever you ate bad.
So it's still possible that I'm going to get sick.
Yeah, but I will say though, there's been times it's like we eat something and you're like, "Oh no, this ain't right." But I think even if it is a mental thing,
yeah,
it's like mental can make stuff into physical. Like you physically feel ill, right? Yeah.
I'm telling you, I think it was all placebo today. Even Mondo was like, "Oh, bro, as soon as I saw your eyes, as soon as I saw your face when you bit that chicken, I knew like, oh, this guy's done." He's done.
Shoot. I think anyone would have though. So like once you realize you ate freaking raw chicken, like you don't want that in you.
Yeah, and then it's like, dude, I didn't even want churches today, man. I didn't even want churches. Anyway, back to barbecue.
Back to Christmas trash.
Yeah, back to Christmas trash. So yeah, we did this video 3 years ago, right? And I like to look at our YouTube analytics all the time. I really am trying to figure out a way to put out videos that you guys are going to consistently like. And I told Sabrina, I was like, you know what video is gaining a lot of views right now? It's our Christmas trash video. And I was like, man, we should redo it just because, we've gotten better at this. Let's go back and watch it real quick and see how it was. And dude, like, oh my gosh, dude, like, what was I doing? What was I doing at that point? What's crazy is probably 3 years from now, I'm going to be doing the same thing. Like, what was I doing?
Right.
But it's crazy because it's like, I was so awkward. I was so monotone. And it's like, I agree with you, right? Like, what Bill is saying is correct. But from what it was to what it is, it's not even, it's night and day.
Right.
We're a lot closer to who we actually are now than ever before. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
And, I've also explained this, I believe, on the podcast, and I was telling Bill that same night, too. The problem with me being exactly who I am and who I want to be is I'm, like, not serious, dude. I'm not serious. Like, literally yesterday, we have this little Anchor, what is that? Like a portable charger. We have, like, a little Anchor portable charger, and it's, like, a really nice one. It's, like, saved us a lot of time. So, not a sponsored thing, right? But if you guys ever need like a portable charger, Anchor makes like a really good one. It's kind of expensive. I think it's like $150, but we use it for like charging our cameras, just a lot of different things, batteries, all that stuff. And we were going to go get a haircut. Me and Alonzo were going to go get a haircut. And I asked Sabrina like, "Hey, where's the portable charger?" And I think you told me where it was. And I was like, "Is it charged by chance?" And you were like, "No." And I was like, why didn't you charge it? Just, dude, like, completely messing with her, right? And instantly I could tell that she was so annoyed with me asking the question.
Oh, no, because you said, why isn't it charged? I'm like, well, because I didn't put it on the charger.
Yeah. So instantly I could tell that Sabrina was like annoyed with me, right? And I just knew it. But, typical me, the real true me, I take it to another level, right? So I just I'm walking around, me and my son are getting ready, I'm putting on my shoes, he's putting on his shoes, and like every time I pass by, I'm like, why didn't you charge the charger? Why didn't you charge the charger? And then we're leaving the house, and I tell my son, I'm like, oh, dude, I just love making your mom mad. Did you hear me say that? I was like, dude, I love making your mom mad. But the thing is, like, Sabrina never gets really, really mad. She knows that I'm messing with her because, like, she even sits there, like, with her hand on her face, like, oh, my gosh, this guy's doing this again. And so we left, right? And we walked through the laundry room into the garage. I closed the door. And then a split second later, I opened the door. I was like, why didn't you charge the charger? And then I just closed the door. I started laughing. I left. And then I get into the truck. I get into my truck. And I sit down. And the first thing I do is I pull out my phone and I put, hey, sent. And then, why didn't you charge the charger? Sent it again. And then I start driving off. And, you have like the Apple CarPlay or whatever. And you texted me back and you're like, dude, as soon as you texted me, I knew exactly what the text was going to say. And so my point is, I love my wife dearly. And if it was ever like a serious thing, I would not do that to her. But that's who I am, right? Like I joke around a lot. Like I can't really be like that in a video because we're doing instructional videos and stuff. It's not like, I don't know how to explain it. I can't do that. Even like Chance, Chance is always like, man, show them the real Gansey, bro. I'm like, but that is still the real me. Genuinely, that's still the real me because I'm sure you guys even get it and hear it in this podcast. I'll joke around. Even like right now, a second ago, I was joking around, right? Big time. And now it's like, I can get very serious. It's the same thing at work too, right? I play around with the guys all day. We got something to do. Like I get to work and I really, really enjoy being good at my job. And I take a lot of pride in what I do because I always tell people I'm protecting my last name, not my first, right? Like my last name means a lot to me because of my dad and my mom, right? I want my kids, I want them to care about their last name because of me and you and my parents. You know what I mean? It's like, so as much as I love to joke, this is truly who I am. We have a craft, right? We're making videos, we're building a brand. And I take that super seriously.
Well, not only that, but we're filming with our kids right there in the room with us most of the times.
Yeah.
And also, for the people who are at home watching, we want them to be able to play that video with their kids around and not have to worry about, like, what's this dude about to say?
He's being dumb. And, yeah, it's like we have 100 million% taken that from very successful channels, right? Like, you watch Grant Horvat. I like to watch Grant Horvat's videos. Right, so Grant Horvat, you could watch his video. We watch his videos at the house all the time.
Right. And
I don't ever worry about that. Now, another one is Dude Perfect. We watch Dude Perfect together as a family because it's very family friendly. Yes, their content really appeals to children, but I like it too. I'll watch it with the kids and I have no problem doing it. One of the other ones is Good Good. Now, Good Good, they're a little bit more, but they're not. Like, if you ever watch them away from their channel on a different channel where they cuss and stuff, those dudes will cuss up a storm because that's who they really are. But they understand this is a business and you're trying to make a business that is profitable, that's relatable, that you're like you said, parents are not going to be afraid to throw a GCS video up because they know we're not going to be cussing and saying dumb things all the time. You might hear me talking about eating raw chicken, but that's about it. So I agree with Bill 1 bajillion%, but also like this is really who I am. You know that because there's lots of times when I feel like we have to get serious or we want to be serious. Like when we're making videos, we're 100% trying to make really good videos and we're trying to be serious about it. And that's something that I don't necessarily know if it's going to change because when we're in that mode of like, okay, we're filming even right now, right? Or even recently, we're trying to really feel how can we get better at this? How can we become more appealing to viewers? What can we do? Like that video that we did post this week, we 100% did a pretty different style on the thumbnail, on the title, on a lot of different things, even the video itself. While remaining a GCS video, we tried to make some changes there because we're trying to see if these things are going to work and, moving forward, if we need to make changes for sure.
Yeah, but I think even naturally, like I said, the more that we do this, the more things kind of come out. Like even when we were filming the Christmas trash, like I don't even know what kind of nonsense you were on, but we had we kind of had a blast.
No, for sure.
The end of that.
And I picked up a piece of the trash, and you'll see it in the video, and it kind of looks like a little heart, and I'm like, no, yeah, little heart. Like, but the way I said it, I'm messing around, right? And I'm being silly. It's me and my kids and my wife. We're We're not cussing. We're not doing anything. We're just being silly. Like Sabrina was filming and I had the bag of the M&Ms up and I could tell that she was like trying to focus. So of course, me being me, right? I was like messing with her and like shaking the bag and getting really close to where she couldn't focus. That's what I was doing. But like the kids are right there. We're all cracking up. Sabrina's cracking up. And we're just having like truly having a blast as a family. Right. And like those are the things where it's like I did throw that in there. And I did throw, it's going to be on the video that you guys would have seen yesterday, right? So today's Friday, you would have seen it on Thursday. And yeah, I want to try and let a little more things like that come through, but I also want them to come through naturally.
Right.
I don't want to force it, right? Like I don't want to, oh, well, I got to be crazy because I want to be a little bit more like me. Like that was a 100% natural thing that you were just filming.
Right.
And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to keep it in there because it was 100% natural. There's probably going to be people talking, man, oh, you sound like an idiot. Yeah, I know. Of course I do, bro. I was being an idiot. And that's the thing where you go back and you look at videos sometimes and you remember those specific times. Kind of like when you listen to a specific song. The other day I was listening to A Day to Remember?
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, gosh, I haven't listened to that in forever. And I told you, I was like, dude, that brings me back to high school days.
Right.
Like that brings me back to the days when I would listen to A Day to Remember, Chiodos, Census Failed, Double Horse Prada. I was at Warped Tour. I was at Sounds of the Underground. Like, I was there being crazy and mosh pits with my friends. Like, it brings me to those days. Specific days, specific people, specific everything. Like, it just brings you back to those memories that you've had. And that's going to do that for us as well with these videos. I guarantee you, next year during Christmas, we see the Christmas trash video, and it's like, oh my gosh, that's the day that Dad was being crazy and shaking the bag of M&Ms. And even Alonzo was in the back, and he's like,
do it again.
Do it again, Dad. Do it again. Do it again. And then yesterday, like when we left, and we went to go get a haircut, and then we came back. He's like, Dad, you should walk into the house, and you should ask Mom, why didn't you charge the charger? So it's like we're having fun. We're being a family. We're bickering. We're messing with each other a little bit. Like, it's all in good fun, but we have a blast doing it.
Well, it's like the do what you love and love what you do, right? So, I mean, for us, we're trying to make this into something that where you don't have to go to a day job, and like this is our day job, right? And it's going to be a job, but we also want to, I mean, we're living our life at the same time.
For sure.
And there's times where, we want to have fun.
Yeah, 100%. And I think we do. A lot of the times we do. It's just, I'm not going to throw it on camera if it's not 100% natural. Like, I'm not going to force it. It's even like, one of the things that I've been saying at the end of our short videos lately is like, oh, you got to try this one. That actually happened really, really, really naturally. The first couple of times I did it, like, I was just naturally doing it. Oh, you got to make this one. You got to try this one. You got to something this one. And now it's kind of just like felt natural putting it into the videos. It's kind of like, let me show you what to do. Yeah. And then at the end, it's like, oh, you got to try this one. It's not like I tried to come up with that tagline. It just happened. And then it happened again. I'm like, and then I noticed it like, oh, I've said that twice now. Why don't I just keep saying it? Because the way content works, at least in my brain, is let me show you what to do. That's Alonzo. I know that's Alonzo. I know that's GCS. It's the same thing at the end of the video. Oh, you got to try this one. Like, oh, that's Alonzo. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah,
I mean, even like Malcolm Reed, the kids would remember, oh, that's the Let's Get to Cooking.
100%.
Like that. Eventually, that's how you are remembered easily, just by turning on a video and you hear that. Yeah, you know that's Alonzo. Right?
Yeah, for sure. 100%. So those are the recipes that we've recently done. We did the Christmas trash. We are going to be coming out with that chimichurri butter, cowboy butter. I don't even know what you really want to call it. Yeah. Chimichurri cowboy butter. And then, we are going to do that Pinkerton's restaurant review, which it's kind of cool. I saw Malcolm posted his Pinkerton's review today. And if you guys look really, really closely, you'll see Sabrina, my kids, and me in the background because we were actually hanging out with Malcolm that night. And it was incredible. Pinkerton's was incredible that day. And that's kind of exactly why I didn't know he was going to post this video today, but that's kind of exactly why we're doing this little video that we got coming up. Because we've had I'll give you guys some clues, right? We've had some really good bites this year. Some really, really, really good bites of food. And we want to talk about those bites of food. That's going to require us to go to a few different spots, film a few different things, and we'll go from there. So be on the lookout for that video. Be on the lookout for some really, really exciting stuff coming very, very soon for us. And if you don't see as many short form videos, I promise you we're making them. We just can't post them maybe until a specific time, until after January 1st. So That being said, we do have some very exciting things coming. Thank you guys for your patience on this upcoming project. And I'm hoping that you guys enjoy this as much as we do. It's been a long time coming, and we have worked on this for a long time. And actually seeing it in person, knowing that it's going to come to life, it's weird. It's like I almost get, I don't want to say emotional, right? But it's like, look at where we've come. Look at where we started. Look at where we've come and where we're going to go. I have full confidence in where we're going next. So, that's, I don't know. It's just crazy to see. And I'm very, very excited. I hope you guys are excited. And we hope that this is something that changes the way that you guys cook. Just, it gives you more ideas and all that stuff. So you guys might already know what I'm talking about. I'm probably giving enough clues on that, but it's here. We're just doing some work on the back end in order to make sure that this is successful for us the way we need to do things. That being said, I think we've talked about everything that we need to talk about today. Did you have anything else, Sabrina?
No, that's it. Just be on the lookout for our holiday boxes.
Yeah.
That should be back in stock the day that you're listening to this, if you're listening to this on Friday, and make sure to place your orders as soon as you can so we can try and get them out before Christmas.
Yeah.
Because at a certain point, we cannot guarantee that it'll get there before then.
Yeah, so that's the one thing that I'll say real quick. I'll just reiterate it one more time. Guys, the closer we get to Christmas, we unfortunately cannot guarantee any of these things are going to get to you on time. Now, we can ship them out. Doesn't mean it's going to get there. Holiday shopping and everything is crazy. Just shipping in general right now is crazy. So, it's one of those things. But I will say, Friday, place your orders. We'll be busting tail. Friday, we can take some boxes to UPS and drop off on Saturday. We will get these things to you as fast as we possibly can. If you guys want to do local pickups, man, click that local pickup button. We can meet you here at the office right here where we're sitting, and we can get you your box. So appreciate you guys for everything. Sabrina, you're good?
I'm good.
I'm good. If you guys have not subscribed to the channel, take some time right now and do it. It's completely free. It helps the channel grow, and we want to hit that 100,000 subscribers. I really want that play button, like super duper bad. And you guys can help us get there. If you guys are listening on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to podcasts, man, share this with a friend. Maybe they'll enjoy it. Maybe add us to your playlist so you can hear us every Friday at 7:30 a.m. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys, and we will see you and you will hear us on the next episode. Peace.